Vegan. 'Cause if we owe blood, we must repay with blood.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím, navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule.
War is never good anyway.
That's true, never.
Yes, because the war destroys many things. Destroys the country, destroys people's life, destroys peace, destroys the economy, destroy even security for people, destroy farming,
Yes.
agriculture and all that. It breeds famines.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai. Bienvenue is welcome in French, the official language of Gabon. My name is Benjamin. Your efforts to bring peace to our world are greatly appreciated by the affectionate people of Gabon. Located on the equator on the west coast of Central Africa, Gabon has an 800-kilometer Atlantic Ocean coastline and is neighbored by Equatorial Guinea, Republic of the Congo, and Cameroon. The nation is known for its dense rainforest that covers 3/4 of the country and is home to nearly 9,000 species of plants and animals. To preserve this incredible biodiversity, the Gabonese government designated 13 national parks. These provide much-needed habitats for the endangered chimpanzee and the critically endangered western lowland gorilla. Spanning 4 provinces in the country, the Lope-Okanda Park and its related archaeological sites have been inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Gabon has also pledged further measures to protect wildlife and has become an exemplary nation in the enforcement of anti-poaching laws. Moreover, a program called Green Gabon focuses on renewable energy development as well as sustainable practices that support both the rainforest and the nation's people. The ethnic origins of the Gabonese people are largely Bantu, with 40 different Bantu groups living in Gabon today. Festivities celebrated include religious holidays as well as those honoring artists such as the Festival of Cultures. This colorful celebration brings together Gabonese people and also welcomes the artistic input of foreign guests. It was a joy to share a glimpse of Gabon's magnificent landscapes with you, compassionate viewers. May your days be filled with sweetness and harmony. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within, to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, the venerated Lord Krishna, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, the venerated Lord Mahavira, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on Earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Ching Hai receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Guzi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai promotes the peaceful, loving plant-based diet and envisions, with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where animals and people live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the International Vegan Restaurants, Living Hut, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we're aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. Today, we are blessed to present a recent insightful phone conversation between Supreme Master Ching Hai and a Supreme Master Television team member entitled Vengeance Never Brings Peace, Part 205 on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on August 29th and 30th, 2021.
Warning: sensitive content.
To be strong is not like waiting till the enemy attack you and then you bomb them back.
No.
That's not showing your strength.
No.
Strength, wisdom, is to avoid that from happening.
Right.
So that peace can be more established and nourished.
Yes.
Yeah, so citizens of both sides or every side can have their freedom, their peace to enjoy and to build their lives for themselves, their countries, their children, and for the next generation. They should have peace to think, to relax in order to reorganize their lives.
Yeah.
Or build their lives, okay, in peace.
Yes.
Now you see that. You see it or not?
I do see.
Okay,
Master.
okay.
Thank you.
This thing is abstract.
Right.
Only practitioners of high level can see. Yeah, but maybe some psychic people who help the presidents and governments everywhere can see it.
Yeah. We've seen that in the news, I think.
Oh, yes? What in the news?
I think, no, from before, I remember the actor, John Voight, who was saying something similar.
Oh.
That this administration and the leaders, I think he said something similar.
The ones who are jumping for joy now are jumping toward the horror they will be in for. Because I know that the promises being made from the left to the American people will never come to be. This is now our greatest fight since the Civil War. The battle of righteousness versus Satan. Yes, Satan. Because these leftists are evil.
Can you give us a take on what you believe is going on with the devil right now, Father?
I think he's using people quite a bit. I think that's the principal difficulty that we have. People who are, for lack of a better way of putting it, they're basically in league with him. They actually believe the same thing that he does. They want the same goals. I predicted this a week ago. I said, if these people actually win, the retaliation is going to be diabolic in nature. It's going to be brutal. And we're already seeing that with some of the statements made by one of the congresswomen that, they should start keeping track of these, making lists of people and this and that. These people are out for blood now.
Joe Biden. I perceive something like a black layer full of tension and disharmony around him. Inside of him, there is a white, emotionless, dominant energy, which could seem like a strong energy or charisma, but I perceive this as a self-referential, emotionless strengthening of the own energy, which is about achieving goals that are in his interest but have nothing to do with humanity or even warmth. Something like black tar flows continuously out of him into the world. He drives around like in a kind of wheelchair or vehicle, completely recklessly in or with this mess of tar. It seems that he doesn't care about the ground or the people he is riding over, and he laughs like a completely crazy person in his intoxication. He seems to be out of his mind and seems to have forgotten all important tasks and people in his fame frenzy. He is only concerned about himself, as if he would forget that there are other people at all if he gets too much power. No humanity, let alone compassion.
Mr. President, can I ask you a quick question on Israel before you drive away?
No, you can't. Not unless you get in front of the car as I step on it.
Now he's trying to handle it to show that he's a tough guy, but it's just optics. He doesn't really care. Because if he really cares for the Americans' wellness, he wouldn't have let the immigrants come in at random like that in hundreds of thousands and to spread all kinds of unfavorable diseases or sickness or smuggling or drugs into his country to harm his citizens.
Yes.
It's fatal in some cases, and other cases like human smuggling and children molesting and all kinds of stuff. And sickness as well. Sickness is not fun for anybody. The Americans have had enough with that already to deal with. There's no need to import any more trouble, smugglers, drugs or extra variants.
Yes, Master.
So he doesn't really care. He does things the way his ego dictates him, or the demon inside dictates him. And then, doesn't matter what mess it is. It took a court, low court and Supreme Court, to stop him doing that now. Because they reinstated the Trump's era policy, like remain in Mexico.
Yes.
And wait for screening.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this, even if people are not accepted, at least they have their own home, their own, wherever their place was.
Yes.
They're still there. They are safe and secure.
Right.
And if they're accepted, they can always go to America.
Yeah.
Like this, everybody is displaced and then bringing all kinds of chaos and sickness into America, and also affected their own immigrants, group together. When they mix together like that. Also very bad for them. They don't have enough supplies there.
Yeah.
Blankets, food, water, and security, protection for little girls and babies and stuff like that.
Yes, true.
Was that enough for you? Did I answer the question?
Yes, I think so, Master.
Any more?
Master, should the U.S. Congress reclaim war powers authority since Mr. Biden has proven unable to handle the Afghan crisis?
What does it mean, war power? Meaning they take over and they could do that if they think he's not good enough. They should fight him anyway, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm not really supporting any war.
Yeah, understand.
But I cannot also advise them not to do anything. It's not in my position. But war will always breed more war.
Yes, Master.
They should have taken over before. Not now, things already happen.
Yeah.
Take over before to speed up the rescue process before the withdrawing of all the equipment and personnel and soldiers and all that. Yes.
Right.
Like this right now, billions in equipment are left behind in Afghanistan.
Yeah. So it's too late.
Too late. Yes. War is never good anyway.
It's true. Never.
Yes. Because the war destroys many things. Destroys the country, destroys people's lives, destroys peace, destroys the economy, destroy even security for people, destroy farming,
yes,
agriculture and all that. It breeds famines. I remember the war in Vietnam. Many people went hungry because the food that's supposed to be feeding people have been destroyed. Yeah.
Oh.
With bombs and with sometimes Agent Orange or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
War is terrible. And after that, whatever country wins, whatever side wins, have to inherit a devastated nation and has to deal with hundreds of thousands or millions of refugees, just like in Vietnam before.
Yes.
I can only speak about Vietnam because that's concerning me,
Yes,
that I have lived through some part of it. But every other country, when they are engaged in war, it's the same.
Yeah. True.
No matter what ideology or who wins, who loses, it's devastating for people everywhere in that country and spilling over to the next neighboring countries and into the world at large as well. Yeah?
Yes, right.
Very difficult. It's better to avoid war at all costs. It's better to avoid making any excuse so that war can break out. Yeah, it's better that way. Better avoid than confront with war.
Yes.
The option of war should never be a priority. Okay? Yeah.
Yes, Master.
But when situations arise like that, many people cannot just let it go. Because like the Afghan airport, people have no excuse to kill.
Yeah.
To bomb like that. The airport is full of Afghan people. And children, women, and elderly as well as men. Only some American soldiers, but they were not engaging in any combat or anything. They just hang their gun on their body and just talking with the children, giving them water, helping a woman who collapsed in the heat and all that, you know?
Right.
Yes. I don't know how the American soldiers do that, really. I really admire them because there was very, very strong heat there in summer. And they're wearing all kinds of equipment and their thick clothes and their boots and the backpacks behind them. And emergency equipment and all that, and a gun, heavy gun also on their shoulders.
Right.
And they still have the kindness enough to take care of the children with their water, giving them some little snacks, talk to them, play with them, high-five with them, or carrying the babies. I don't know why they do that. Maybe the mother entrusted to them while the father and the mother had to go out for a paper check.
Yeah.
For registering before they can go on the airplane. So the American soldiers were really wonderful.
Yeah, really amazing.
In all aspects.
Yes.
I have never really seen too much into the war picture, but for here, for a reason, photos and clips from American soldiers. I think they're so humane.
Yes.
They're so wonderful youth, so loving, so kind, so genuine, yes?
Yes, they
so
are.
Genuine. They make really good impression and representative of the American people.
Yes.
America should be proud of them.
Yeah.
And
I
honor
agree.
them in any way they can.
Yes, Master.
Okay. I better avoid war at all costs. That's my advice, if you ask me. Okay, how my
Right.
love?
Thank you, Master.
But that's what I was afraid of. You know, that the generals and the commanders of the army and all the Congress, all the Senate will take over.
Mm.
If they are very angry,
Oh.
if they are in pain and feeling humiliated by the Taliban or by any other organization,
I see.
they might take the matter into their hands.
Mm. Oh.
And the European alliance could also take matters into their
Right.
hands if they feel too frustrated and too pained, too much grievance, or too angry if the government or any government or Taliban is mistreating their female members of society and molesting little girls like that. My goodness, it's terrible. This is evil, beyond evil,
It is. Yeah.
beyond any uncivilized concept.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Beyond.
This stoning and lashing is already happening. What they are saying is much different than what they are doing on the ground.
The UN is already noting credible reports of abuse by the Taliban, especially when it comes to restricting women and girls.
Women have already been sent home from their jobs and universities.
When Taliban came in Kabul, really I can't breathe. I couldn't breathe. All study, my all background, now it's like a grave.
Now you know. Did I answer your question enough?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did, Master.
You see, the Taliban say that the women should stay in the house because their soldiers have not been trained for respecting women. My goodness. Maybe the Taliban top leaders or leader doesn't want this to happen. But as you know, it's all on the news that they even came to their house. Not like you stay in the house and you will be safe.
Yeah.
Because they have weapons. The
Yes.
soldiers have weapons. They have things that can blow up the house if they don't open. And if they open, they might molest them, rape them, or kidnap their girls, children.
Yeah.
So there's no chance for the woman there. No future for them.
Mm.
And if the Taliban leader, even though they don't want it, but their soldiers are going out house to house and harassing people like that, and they don't discipline them,
Yeah.
then I don't think any European country or America even wants to work with them, unless they show goodwill first,
Yes, right.
the discipline. Because if you cannot discipline your own soldiers, whom you have been fighting alongside or at least teaching all these decades, then how can you govern a nation?
Right.
What kind of a nation that has to be under such atrocities, brutality, immoral behavior of their own people like that? How do they survive? Okay?
Yes.
So, okay, you may win the seat, presidency seat or prime minister seat or whatever, or you might even win the whole country, land mass. But you might never be able to win the whole country's citizens, the whole population.
Yes.
So I don't know how long they are going to keep their power.
Understand.
And I don't know if any government even wants to work with them. If they keep their policy this way.
Yes, Master.
If they don't walk the talk. If they just keep blaming each other for anything, not just normal like mistakes or wrongdoings, but this is truly life and death and the dignity of the woman,
Yeah.
of the nation. And women make up half of the nation.
Yeah.
Women can also be their mother, sister, cousins,
Yeah, of course.
and who knows, maybe one day the soldiers may knock at one of their relatives' door,
Yeah.
yeah, and molest their kin, If it's always out of control like this, the shoulders do what they want. This lawless country, then how can people survive? How can people ever want to cooperate with them? They can coerce them, they can force them by their brutal power, but that is not a country to rule. It's not the policy that you can exercise on your own nation and your own people.
True, yes.
The international community should not be that low standard to work with such a kind of mentality and policy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Master, right.
Gentle viewers, we appreciate your company for today's episode entitled Vengeance Never Brings Peace, Part 2 of 5 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is God is One and Possesses True Unity from The Guide for the Perplexed by Maimonides, Vegetarian, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May you be graced with the glory and beauty of heaven.
Vegan, be a worthy person.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.